Hi, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Tiny Slay, and I'm back with the nail tutorial. This is my first nail tutorial, so please bear with me. I'm gonna try my hardest to make this beginner friendly. Let's get started. I'm just here with a really inexpensive nail drill, showing you what bits I use and the files that I use with the bits. But yeah, so I just go in and I push back my cuticles with this cuticle pusher that I got a very long time ago. I don't know from where or how much, but I'm pretty sure you can get an inexpensive one from Walmart or somewhere. But and after I push back my cuticles, I go in with this bit. Actually came from a different drill from Walmart, but I'm just using this to remove all the dead skin from after pushing back my cuticles. I'm just trying to remove as much dead skin as possible. You will see me go in with 3 different types of bits to try to remove all of my dead skin on my cuticles. This is the first time me doing my nails in God knows how long, so my cuticles are absolutely terrible. But I try my hardest to remove as much as possible. This is I don't know the name of it. Once again, I'll try to list the names in the description box, but it's a more kind of pointier one that gets deeper down up under the cuticle, and for me it was the best thing to use. I go back in with one that has a drill on it, and it's working really good. As you can see, all the dust flying. I'm also roughing up my nail bed as well with this drill and this file to try to remove as much excess skin as possible. The reason why you want to do this is because you want to prevent lifting. Hey guys, let's turn this light up just a smidge. Sorry. Dang it, what is it? Excuse me, I'm probably super ashy. Okay, that's enough. Okay, so I just finished my prep, which was, it took long because my cuticles are terrible. But anyway, I just cleaned up my cuticles a little bit. I'm about to start. I was gonna do acrylic and then the new, well, I can't get it now because it's in here, the new poly gel on one hand, just to show you a difference. But I haven't worked with acrylic in a while, so I think I'm gonna just do a full acrylic set. My materials that I've used or have been using, I use this to push back my cuticle and to remove the extra skin because it was a lot. Sorry if I sound a little froggy. It's getting late and I'm really tired because I did my hair today. Anyway, so I use this to push back my cuticles, clean up my cuticles. I use this bit, which I think came with this handheld drill. I use this bit to kind of get deep down in there and get as much skin off as possible. Just, you have to use this at like an angle. You can't just do this. That's no point. You gotta kind of use it at an angle. And then the big pieces that I couldn't get, I use this. That is just has a file on that bit. I'm gonna be using number 8 brush. Everything comes from either Beauty Secrets or the All Season Professional, I'm sorry, brand. That's this monomer, this clear powder for primer. I'm gonna use the same brand primer. My dehydrator is from the same brand as well. But yeah, let's just get to it. Because I'm going to be playing music, so the majority of this video will be muted. Because I need my music, child. It's quiet in here. Yeah. This probably be my first nail tutorial. And my last. No, I'm playing. It's just, they are so tedious to record. It's very hard and just, yeah. But I'm gonna do all my tips and all that stuff. And oh, the glue that I'm using, it's just some what is this brand? I don't know the brand. Kiss maybe? Yeah, Kiss. Just a Kiss little something you can get from the dollar store. This stuff, by the way, was not as inexpensive as I would have hoped, but basically what I paid for everything that I had to buy new basically was the same price as a full set, and I guess same price as a full set and a pedicure. So I mean, and then on top of that, you can use it as much as you want. Alright, no more talking, I'm done. Here I'm opening my monomer and I'm getting ready to pour it into the damping dish. I think the little damping dish was like $2. The monomer was like $20 and the powder was about the same. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember exact prices. Here I'm just with your nail tips, you can get whatever nail tips you want. Just make sure when you're applying your nail tips, you're applying them, you put the glue on them and you apply them at a 45-degree angle is what I learned in nail school. But I mean, whatever makes you comfortable, do it however you want to do it. Here I'm using this nail clipper. It's specifically for nail tips. I'm using that just to clip the ends and kind of start the shaping process. Here I'm just roughing up the actual nail tip to remove the shine. You want to do that so that way your primer and everything sticks to your nails and the acrylic will stick as well. And I use my nail drill to actually go in with the shaping process. You see me here using the nail file at first, but with the shape that I like, which is coffin, I prefer to go in with the nail drill first because it takes away more of the nail tip and it doesn't take as long. This hand file will take long. That's why you see me now go back in with the drill and just cut down those sides, because it's just so much easier and it doesn't take a whole lot of time, you know, versus that hand drill. You sitting there forever. But you know, once again, whatever you're comfortable with is what you use. Beginners, I would suggest you use a hand file, but be careful with brand new hand files because they will cut you, as in the very ends of the file, like where you see the white and the black part meet. If you get that too close to your skin and you're using, you know, a lot of friction and too much pressure, you will cut yourself. So just with all of this, be very careful. Take your time and go as slow as possible. Because I'm pretty sure if you ever got your nails done and they used a brand new hand file on you, it will cut and it does hurt like a mug. I'm going in and adding, I think I added primer and dehydrator. That big glass bottle is dehydrator. What you see me using now is probably primer. I think it's the Beauty Secrets brand. I'm not sure. I'll try to leave everything in the description box as far as what I use and the prices. Here I just, once again, you see me, I don't know why this part came up now, but there, if you use your brush too wet, it will cause the bead to slip off the brush and go into your powder. So just like I said, take your time with this. I actually got the bead that I wanted the second time. I hadn't done acrylics in so long, so it takes a little while for me too. I've been doing gel nails on myself, so I don't really work with acrylic. I haven't worked with acrylic in a while. But as you see, I laid the bead down and I'm pushing it. I don't lay it down exactly on the cuticle. I put it like maybe a little bit away from it just to push more product down there, so I can control how much product is at the cuticle area rather than putting too much and having to file it away. And also putting product there will cause lifting if you touch that cuticle, that skin, because this product and oil just don't mix. I go back in with another bead and, you know, add it over the nail tip, and this is where you really want to add the majority of your acrylic, because this is in a sense the breaking point of most nails. So you want to add as much acrylic. I think it's called the Apex. I'm not quite sure. I do not remember terminology. I have not been in nail school since high school, so terminology I'm real rusty on, but I'm thinking it's called the Apex. And I just take that bead and shape it and just basically just drag it down to the very tip of the nail, and then I will go back in and add more product on the very tip of the nail, because you still don't want the tip of your nail to not have a lot of product on it, or it will break easily. So I'm just dipping back in my monomer, cleaning my brush off, dip back in, grab me another bead. Here I'm working on the pointer finger, and I do the same exact thing for all 10 fingers. And I think I'm just showing you these 2 fingers so the video won't be extremely long. But if you watch closely, I just take a bead, I start at the cuticle, and I work my way to the tip of the nail. It's easier for me this way. Everybody doesn't do it this way. Well, I think everybody does do it this way. But this is what I mean by adding more to the tip. And I drag it down to essentially the apex, if I'm using the correct term. And, you know, make sure the nail is shaped the way I want it to be. Because my nail bed is flat, so I add a lot of acrylic to my nails. Here I'm just going in with my electric drill, going back in through that cuticle area and cleaning up any excess acrylic that may have, you know, slid before I could catch it, or just pretty much cleaning up my cuticle area. Sorry I keep going out of frame. Like I said, this is my first nail tutorial, so I didn't know whether I was in frame or not. I was more focused on getting my nails done. But here I'm just, you know, doing my shape, because I prefer kind of the eggshell shape. A lot of people don't like that shape, but I just think it's a cleaner look. Just personal preference. Once you start getting into doing your nails and doing it yourself, you'll see what looks good on you and what doesn't. For me, I have a very flat and wide nail bed, so a certain ways that I do my nails just doesn't look good, especially once you add polish, because it'll look like press-ons. So I have to make sure that, you know, everything is to my liking. I'm very, you know, I'm just very peculiar about my nails. That's why I prefer to do it myself. Here I'm just going in once again, the same hand. I do everything on the opposite hand, but I'm only showing you one hand, because showing you both is just gonna take too long. Way too long. So I go in, and this is what I mean by a coffin shape. It's essentially a stiletto with the very pointy part clipped off. This is what I prefer, this is what I like, and this is what I do. And pretty much most of your nails will be the filing process. The acrylic part doesn't really take as long, but it's applying the nail, shaping, and doing all of that stuff that takes a very long time. But I pretty much file, I switch back and forth between, you know, different bits and the hand file, and just get everything to the way that I want it, which, like I said, takes the majority of the time. For me anyway, because you know how like you're used to working with one hand and you have to, yeah, it's very hard to do my own nails, but I get it done. Here you see me going in with a buffer. This is to pretty much smooth the face of the nail. Like after all that filing and acrylicing, like this really smooths the nail out. Do you have to do this step? No, but you want to do this step because it'll make your polish application a little bit more smoother. You won't have scratches and bumps and lumps in your acrylic. Here I'm just showing you the finished product of everything. I've already washed my hands. I think I've applied cuticle oil at this point. I don't know if I showed that, but I'm pretty sure I did. And see, you can kind of see it's I can even wear my nails like this. I don't really prefer to, because it just looks like your nails aren't finished. So I don't really wear my nails this way, but this is what I mean by the eggshell shape. If you can see it from the side view, it kind of looks like an eggshell from the cuticle to, you know, the point of the apex of the nail. And then I'm just showing you how it's smooth, how I got it smooth with the buffer, and yeah, just going over that with acetone just to, you know, remove any excess filing dust. And next is, you know, polish, design, whatever you want to do. And I'm a little rusty on that too, but I made it work. I think I used like a green and yellow were the two colors that I used. I don't know why. It's summertime. I just thought it was more festive. And I'm a real old school when it comes to acrylic, so I'm used to polish and that's it. I don't really work with gel polish. I mean, I can, but I haven't yet. Well, I have, but I just, like I said, I'm old school with it because I've been doing nails for that long, so I'm just used to polish. So here, I'm not doing anything specific. I'm just really, I had an idea in mind and I kind of just went with it. So yeah, I mean, you can just sit here and watch this or fast forward to the end. Like I said, it's nothing really spectacular or whatever. It's just a little quick something that came to mind, and boom, that's it. Whatever, however it came out is how it came out, pretty much. Because like I said, it had been a while since I done my nails. But you can continue to watch. I'm gonna shut up now.
Lights is on the beat.